1943. The air war over Germany has reached a brutal climax. Every day, the United States 8th Air Force sends hundreds of heavy bombers into the heart of the Reich. Every night, the RAF follows. The Luftwaffe is dying. Their veteran pilots are being ground down by the sheer numbers of the Allied fighter escort, particularly the long-range P-51 Mustang. But behind the hangar doors of the Messerschmitt factory, a nightmare was taking shape for the Allied air crews. This was the Me-262 Schwalbe, or Swallow. It was not just a new plane, it was the dawn of a new era. Powered by two Jumo 004 turbojets, it could reach speeds of over 540 miles per hour. That was a staggering 100 miles per hour faster than the fastest Allied propeller plane. To a B-17 crew, the Me-262 appeared out of nowhere. It was too fast for gunners to lead, too fast for P-47s to intercept. Its four 30mm cannons were designed for one purpose: to tear the heavy bombers apart. A single hit could down a flying fortress. In its brief combat history, the Me-262 achieved a kill ratio of nearly 5-1. But then came the fatal intervention. Adolf Hitler, furious at the bombing of German cities, demanded a weapon of retaliation. He ordered that this revolutionary fighter be converted into a high-speed bomber, the Sturmvogel. This decision, combined with a desperate shortage of rare metals for the jet engines, stalled mass production for over a year. By the time the Me-262 entered service in significant numbers in late 1944, the Luftwaffe had no fuel, and the Allies owned the skies. But let's look at the 11th hour scenario. What if the Me-262 had been prioritized as a pure interceptor in 1943? General Karl Spaatz, the man who commanded the US Strategic Air Forces, later made a chilling admission. He said that if the Germans had launched this jet just 6 months earlier, daytime bombing would have become impossible. The entire strategy of the war in Europe relied on air supremacy. Without it, there could be no D-Day, no liberation of France, no crossing of the Rhine. Let's look at the numbers. During the big week of February 1944, the Allies lost nearly 250 heavy bombers. If even 2 squadrons of Me-262s had been active then, those losses could have doubled. High loss rates would have forced the US Army Air Corps to ground their fleet, just as they almost did after the disastrous raids of 1943. The Me-262 was a predator that arrived when the forest was already on fire. It remains the greatest technological what-if in the history of aviation, a glimpse of the future delivered just too late to save the past. Next time on the 11th hour, WW2, we look at the Type XXY U-boat, the submarine that almost restarted the Battle of the Atlantic. Subscribe to join the archive.